I'm Jamie and I'm at the B Bar to see a magic show with Norton and friends. Should we go in and see? Should we go in? Let's go.
For the very first time using a video camera, this is Jamie Goodwin Video.
Good evening! I'm facing the wrong way. Let's have a rehearsal, okay? Because I thought Christian had got you going, but obviously... The audience cheered! Yay! The audience booed! Boo! Leave that one. The audience hissed! The audience threw money! It was worth a try. Right. Yes, my name's Malcolm, and this is the first time I've done the B-Bar. I work just up there. I've never been to the B-Bar. I lost my way. Couldn't find it. Stopped and asked, what was he? It was a 64-year-old flasher. He said, I'm thinking about retiring, but I might stick it out for another year. And of course, usually in town, because I was wandering home, and there in town was what they call a busker, and he was doing a card trick with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards, and he threw 2 of them away. Next up, when he counted again, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Now, like you, I was so impressed that I too forgot to applaud. That's the card. So he did it again, he threw away 2 more cards. When he counted again, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. No, save it for the end, it's a weak finish. I said, how do you do it? He said, it's simple, you throw away 2 cards, when you count them again, you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So I went home and I practiced. And now I can stand here in front of you, the congregation. 5 minutes of this, you'll be praying at the end. I too can throw away 2 cards, and when I count them again, I have 1, 2, 3. At home I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it doesn't always work apparently. Now, quiet now around the hall, and I shall attempt to astound you all, for the trick which you're about to see is one which even baffles me. For over here I have 2 strings, both of which do funny things. If one's long, the other's short. It's the strangest trick I ever bought. Up and down you see them go. How it works, I just don't know. Now the sum, of course, it may appear to be 1 string which goes through here. If the sticks are open so, this still goes high when this goes low. Now I've discovered how it's done. The strings are joined and this way run. Down this stick and through the end. Like me, this trick is round the bend. Must rewrite that bit. But if that's so, how can it be that they still work? It puzzles me. Now if by chance the trick goes wrong and both the tassels end up long, I attach an invisible hair just here. This makes the problem disappear, because if I pull this to the right, both strings disappear from sight. The only thing remaining now is to vanish these and take a bow. I also do a few impressions. Now, hang on, it's a long time since I've done these. I do a duck, swallow, a turn, a common turn. Oi, you! Pig with a hair lip, and behind the bank, please. A robot going to the toilet. Now I can always tell from that sort of joke what sort of audience I have. Good night. Now, we have here a piece of rope as found in most average household bedrooms. Amongst friends, I say. They laugh, but they know exactly what I'm all about. Madam! I'm going to wake you up, to apologise. What's your name? Carla. Carla, pair of scissors. I would like you, if you will, to cut the rope just there. When I tell you. Just my joke. It usually goes better than that, quite frankly. Right. Now, Carla, if you have done a good job, we should have 2 pieces of rope the same length. Not your fault. I just like to have a good excuse to do this. Thank you, your applause has been recorded and will be played back when they deserve it. Now, I will do it again because it says so in the instructions. Just explain that to the rest that missed it. Now, we have now 2 pieces of rope still completely unequal. Sorry. You blow just there. Big deal. Got nothing to do with the trick, I'm hot. One day they'll turn the air conditioning on. Now, it looks at this point as if the ends are equal but the middles aren't. But if you do this, it's a really weird thing. It's an optical illusion that makes them look the same length. Obviously they're not, because otherwise they'd look like they look. Now I will take the 2 pieces, some of you have missed one there, and I will tie them back together with what will look like a granny knot. But this is no ordinary knot. It's not a real knot at all. In fact, it's a slip knot. But it's a real slip knot. And this brings us right back where we started, if you remember, with a piece of rope with 2 ends. Relatively obvious, but you may notice that magician's rope tends to fray quite quickly. You'll discover this in your own notebook. The only way of solving this is you trim the ends of the rope off. But if I start by cutting the ends of the rope off, I've got a piece of rope with no ends. So now I save it for the end. And now, of course, I really do have a piece of rope with no ends, but I've finished the trick now, so that's ready for. Now, there is the obligatory card trick. What was that bit? Anyone got a spare battery? Don't come up yourselves. Why not these stands? That might not look much to you, but the toilet is now overflowing. Right, where was I? Oh, yes, the obligatory card trick. So, madam. Sorry, sir. What's your name? Yes, you. Verity. Verity, pick a card. Anyone you like there? Don't let me influence you. Subtlety lost on you, is it, Verity? Verity, I would like you to take this pen. There we go, you're away free in the bank. Write your name across the face of the card. Big and bold. It's a funny name, but... Underneath your signature, please put your 4-digit PIN number. Worth a try. Right. I'll have the pen back, because that's how I get them. Tough crowd. Oh, cards. Verity, shout stop when you get the urge. I know that's difficult because you get the urge, you don't shout stop, do you? Oh, right, look, just...
Stop.
Pop your card just there. Now, there are 2 sorts of magicians. There are the clever sleight of hand experts that they could have booked. And there's me. I do what is known as sleight of tongue. Oh, now she's interested. Are you going to go to the shuffling? Yeah? Now is a good time to learn. Give them a quick mix. Just make sure they go back in the same order I've just given them to you.
He won't be far off it.
Don't panic, very few people can do a good shuffle. And then you get someone who really shows off. All those days. That's my sort of luck. Runs in the family. My father on his deathbed confessed to 3 murders, 2 robberies and a kidnapping. And he got better. Right, here we go. I'd forgotten that one. Right, anything? This will come?
No.
This will come?
No.
Right. So therefore, your card is in the middle of the text. Oh, yes, it is. Right. Verity. You were expecting a classy act, weren't you? Sorry about that. Verity. What was your card? The king of... Three. Verity, not only have I found your card, I've changed it into another one. You may of course keep that as a souvenir. Now we're doing that. I hate working on platforms, especially one like this. Do you know, my father had a nasty accident on something just like this. He fell straight through it. If I hadn't been for the rope round his neck, he'd have broken both his legs. Oh, I forgot! I've got to tell you this, because I was walking home and this beautiful girl walked up to me. She said, "Hi, handsome. Can you tell me where the opticians is, please?" So I took her, we went in, I said to the girl behind the counter, "This young lady needs a pair of glasses." She said, "So do you, this is the butcher's." Anyway, they've got this new thing now, it's called the spots before the eyes test. And it looks like this, apparently. You have a card, and she said, "How many spots do you see on this card?" I said, "There's 1. I said, "Okay, how many on this side?" I said, "There's 4. She said, "Well, you should have seen 3 there and 6 there. Not 1 there and 4 there. Not 3 there and 6. I said, "Hang on just a minute. I think you're pulling a fast one." Because I'm not as old as I look, but in the old Victorian magic sets, you used to get this little piece of card, and there was only 5 spots on it. And I think it's one of those. She said, "Well, you caught me out. If you put your hand over the space, it looks like a spot. If you put your hand over the spot, it looks like a space." Breaking the teeth in. The other side is exactly the same, obviously, but there's only 3 spots. So you put your hand here, looks like a 3. Oh, what? What? Oh, I shouldn't have told you, should I? I said, "It's all very well, but now you can't test my eyes." She said, "I can. Because if you think you can really see 6 spots over here, your eyes are okay. If you can really see 3 spots here, your eyes are okay. If you can see more than 6 spots, you need glasses. I'm going back from tomorrow." So when you get to my age, two things start to happen. Your memory starts to go, and what was I talking about? Anyway, if you get lucky, has any one of you ever actually seen the three-card trick being performed on the street? No, I don't think so. It's quite rare unless you're in somewhere like London or Edinburgh or a big city, France or in America. If you ever see this, don't play it, because it is a con game. You will lose your money, trust me. Not that I have, but I've been told to go away by a few. Now tonight I thought I would educate you as to why you should not play the three-card Monty. Now these cards are not big, I'm just very small. Now obviously with the three-card Monty, you will have 3 cards. And the objective of the three-card Monty is of course very simple. You keep your eye on the ace. Now sometimes it'll be queen, we'll be playing find a lady. Today we're going to play chase the ace. Now what the guy will do is he'll turn them over and he'll mix them up. Now if I had really done what you think I've done, where should the ace be? Should be in the middle. It isn't, obviously, because I'm not going to take your money. But if I were to take the ace and put it just there, why are you looking at me strangely? Oh, no. Are you sure? See? Not that you can't trust me, you just need to know when to trust me. Now, there are 2 major secrets to this trick. The first is keep your eye on the ace. I know that sounds stupidly simple. Let me explain. Put the ace over there. Ignore these 2 cards. Don't look at them. Block them out. Because it doesn't matter what you do. You mix them up as much as you want. And you've just done what I've told you not to do, which was look at these 2 cards. The ace is over here. Okay. There is one final secret that you need to know. Okay, this is vitally important, of course. And the big secret is there are 3 cards. You only have 2 eyes. You can't keep your eye on 3 cards with 2 eyes. So what the guy might do is he'll say, we'll play 2-card Monty. 50-50 chance. Get rid of the 2, just work with the ace and the 3. Watch. Watch. Now there's a subtlety coming up, I don't want you to miss this. Would you like to put your money here or here? Didn't miss that, did you? No. And you would of course say, over there. Smart ass. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should never play 3-card Monty. You don't want to go over there. It's only fair that having got this far, just before I do the big finish, which I don't get to do very often, that I should teach you a trick that you can show your friends. And if you haven't got any friends, join the club. Now hopefully, delving in the bottom here, I should have a red handkerchief. Now this was taught to me by my father, who was on the Titanic. Yes, he went down very well. This is it, okay, I don't dance. Just keep going along and you pick out the ones you like. Now what he would do, he'd walk out in front of his audience, he would take your red handkerchief, wave it about, and then he would wave it up and down and he would say the mystic poem. She stood upon the bridge at midnight, her lips were all a quiver. She gave a cough, her leg fell off and floated down the river. Mary had little what she swallowed it one day, now she's taking Epsom salts to pass the time away. But the Epsom salts did not work, the time it did not pass. So if you want to know the time, you'll have to look up Mary's grandfather in the yellow pages under clockmakers. The handkerchief slowly disappears. In its place is now an egg. The handkerchief should be... Oh yeah. That sounds like a nudist camp sitting out to dinner. This handkerchief was always here in the pocket. The egg, however, this morning when I got up, I whacked a little hole in the back of it, threw the egg out for the pigeons, and it's into that I can tuck a duplicate handkerchief. Now, what you didn't see, before the show, I put all this lot in my little bag here. When I came and got the handkerchief, I palmed the egg. Exposure. Oh dear, be thrown out the magic circle for that. Trust me. Oh, hang on. Where are we going? Come here. Now, what you do is you hold the egg in your hand like this. You keep your hand in a natural position so nobody is suspicious. You wave this. And then when you bring your hands together, you tuck the handkerchief in the hole in the back of the egg. Until it's all in there, you carefully position the egg. Ta-da! Go in your pocket, bring out the handkerchief, and everyone goes wild. Now, of course, what you mustn't do is show them this side of the egg. Makes sense. But if they do happen to see this, what you do is you grab hold of the handkerchief and you give it a bit of a gentle pull. This leaves you with two things. One is a bindi, a very old joke about council houses that I never got. But obviously you did. And of course,
I turn myself around now, I look back in disgrace. I think of what I've done now, when time has took its place. You call me every night now, and I'm not gonna chase. 'Cause all I ever wanted was you. 'Cause all I ever wanted was you. You look into my eyes now, deep inside my mind. You don't know how I feel, you're talking all the time. The beauty lies within you, the smile that's on your face. 'Cause all I ever wanted was you. 'Cause all I ever wanted was you.
Thanks to Norton Magic with friends at the Beat Bar in Plymouth. Music by Chris Oxland, you can find him on Facebook. Thanks to Jamie Goodwin on camera for the first time. This has been Chris Summerfield Video 2019. You can contact me at ccsfaithful1@gmail.com. And if you'd help to sponsor my videos, you can play it for me there as well. Thanks for watching the video.